Okay, in the last video we finished building our scraper and scraped the whole bookstore. Now I want to say a few words about ethical scraping and what we can do to ensure that we're not violating any rules or overloading any servers. So in the settings.py there are a few settings that you can change to make sure that you're scraping responsibly. So the first one is the robots.txt. So if this flag here is set to true, which it is by default, your spider will automatically respect any robots.txt, which in the case of the book scraper is not actually relevant because it doesn't have a robots.txt, but it also, it's a site that allows web scraping for educational purposes, so they're not going to restrict you. But don't change this unless you have very good reasons to do so. The next thing we want to do maybe is add a user agent. All right, so remove the hash here, book scraper version 1.0, educational project, Royal Holloway, University of London, and then I add my own email address here. So now people could contact me if they wanted to. The next thing we want to do here is we want to have a delay between our downloads. So usually 2 to 3 seconds is a good idea. That might mean that your scraper is a bit slow, but if you have large project, just let it run overnight if you're sure everything works, and then you're not going to produce any high pressure on the server. Alright, what else can we set here? So the concurrent requests is how many requests are going to be active at the same time. So we maybe want to put this down to 4. Now in this particular Scrapy it's not actually relevant because we're not sending out that many requests at the same time. Here we want to limit the requests per domain to 2. This is just in case we're scraping several domains at the same time, so that we can have like 2 sites scraped at the same time. There's something else here we can settle as well. There's the auto throttle, which basically means that that Scrapy is going to slow itself down if it notices that the server is a bit under pressure. So we could then put this to 2, so true. Then we can have some other settings here. So what are good settings? So start delay, maybe put this to 2 seconds. The maximum delay maybe 10 seconds, and the target currency 1. This is fine. What else can we set? We can set the HTTP cache enable to true. Now this means that it's going to check in your cache first before it scrapes the actual site. Now if you have something, if your site that changes a lot and often, don't set this, but you can set this here for sites that are mostly static. Alright, so I think this is all good, and yeah, if you have these settings, then you're probably you're sure you won't get into any trouble. Save, and now you're good to scrape.